It's an annoying thing to hear. You don't sound colored. I'm a colored from George, but let me explain. Ek het in George groot geraak, Afrikaans gepraat in George vir 19 jaar van my lewe. Ek het eintlik nooit Engels gepraat het. So wanneer ek Afrikaans praat, sal jy kan hoor sy's van iewers in die Weskaap. But if I speak English, it sounds more neutral. The complicated thing about colored people and the regions that we come from is that we don't all sound the same. People in the Western Cape usually roll their tongue when it comes to their R's. Hulle praat van 'n ry, hulle praat van 'n kar. Or people in the more Karoo district, they would have a brei, a more throat-sounding R. I don't necessarily sound like a traditional colored person from the north of the country, which would be Johannesburg, or the Cape Town colored, or the Northern Cape colored. So for 19 years of my life, I studied in Afrikaans, spoke to everyone in Afrikaans. I never had reason to speak English. The English I started speaking was in university. And so assimilation happened and I developed an English accent, which is more neutral and which is more what I used to hear. Colored people in George and in the region of the Garden Route speak a very neutral Afrikaans to begin with. I used to go to Cape Town all the time because I have family members in Cape Town. And when I would go to Cape Town, I would be there for the school holidays and I would come back and I would sound a little different. In Cape Town, they would say "zai," which is more a d, 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 d on the teeth. And in George, we would say j, 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 which is on here. Then there's also dialect hierarchy, just in the Western Cape. The Cape Town dialect would be seen as, ooh, this is the cool dialect to have. This is in both English and Afrikaans. So when I was a teenager, when I would come back from my school holidays in Cape Town, and I would pick up certain words, which would be Sue and Day, which we don't say in George, I would get mocked because why am I trying to speak as if I'm from Cape Town? I'm trying to be a Cape Townian. That developed a little bit of an insecurity around I do not want to adopt other people's accents because I'm not from there. Omdat ek werk in Afrikaans en ek het 'n baie formele Afrikaans vir werk ontwikkel, that's another layer of just neutralizing my accent.